Hi everyone, I'm Ivy.
And I'm Joanne,
And we're the founders of EmployAble.
Tell us about EmployAble. When and why was it established, and what about the day-to-day operations?
Alright, so EmployAble was established in 2022. The purpose of EmployAble really, it came from a place where both me and my partners, being special needs educators for over 14 years, we really just felt like the children we educated, there was just no tertiary or employment options for them. There wasn't an ability to work or ability to further their studies, and that's why, just as our name, EmployAble, we wanted Malaysia to know and see neurodivergence as equivalent, people who are able to contribute to work and people who are able to contribute to our economy.
What is neurodivergent? Neurodivergent means your brain works differently from what is typical. Things like autism, ADHD, or dyslexia are simply part of that. It's not wrong in any way, just another way of being.
So our day-to-day operations is a lot about training neurodivergence across the spectrum. So if those who have mild to moderate needs, we get them into work readiness and into work. And for those who have a little bit more complex needs, we train them in vocational skills and we get them into supported employment.
Tell us about some of the success stories EmployAble has created.
Oh, we have quite a few. One of them being this gentleman who's worked in a hotel in Penang for over 8 years. He has got multiple disabilities. However, being in a system where he was not receiving support from his managers, from his peers, it was 8 years too long. So he's actually moved to KL and we've got him a position at Sofitel Hotel Damansara, and he's very happy there because we've trained the managers, the head of departments at Sofitel, and we've gotten them to understand what neurodiversity is.
What advice do you have for employers who have or are considering hiring neurodivergent staff?
I think good job. Thank you for welcoming them, and thank you for even considering welcoming them. It's nothing noble about it. I think it's time that we recognize neurodivergent individuals as equal partners in everything that we do. The future is neurodivergent. If at all you have any challenges, I think the very first thing is to ask them. If you don't know something about them, or whether they're comfortable or their preference, or even if they understand something, ask the neurodivergent themselves. Secondly, just slow things down, break tasks down, and try and see that they function and they thrive with structure. So if you put in a certain structure for them, they are able to perform better. And all the best.
Can you briefly explain how you help trainees overcome challenges and build confidence?
The first one, I think you really need to know your trainee or the person that you work with. So in that sense, you know what triggering them and what they're good at and what is their strength and what are their weaknesses, and work around it. And the second one is, I think, like, you need to believe in them, that you need to know that they can do it. It's just they need enough encouragement. They have a good setting, a good environment, and they can actually thrive in that kind of environment. So really get to know the trainee and really get to know which part they're very good at and which part that we need to tackle in order for them to be actually independent or get employed. So yeah.
Can you share a success story that shows the value of inclusive hiring?
We currently have one staff working with us. She is the most loving, most caring person I've ever met. And this is coming from someone with neurodivergent as compared to someone who is neurotypical. And she has been really a very good, a valuable asset. She shows such a different thought process, which we have never seen in anywhere else. And working with children is so important because we want to bring up the best of the kids as well. And the kids don't think just like us adults. There's no one-way street. It's not one method that works for everybody. It's not one method that works for everyone. she brings in a massive difference in perspective and so many other different perspectives that, you know what, sometimes we don't see it as well, but she brings it out of the children, and it's such an amazing teaching valuable situation that we don't get often, because we are raised in a way that A is A, B is B, C is C. But she says, no, she teaches us, and there's different values of A and B can be interchangeable based on situations. So yeah, it's really very, very eye-opening.
What's your hope for Malaysia?
Oh, my hope for Malaysia is that every company in Malaysia, in our country, has one neurodivergent or a disabled person working in their team.